Yeah, I think you can unmute yourself, Amrita, now. You just
Yeah, I think, yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was saying that yes, probably would love to see you dancing. And my whole life I've played volleyball and I've been always that athlete, and now the life has took a turn and you're like taking a lot of other responsibilities, and I was
Yes.
swimming with little kids and I felt like these guys have no tension, no, they don't
Yes.
have goals and they're chilling. So I just
Yeah.
realized that learning from these kids to be, just be in the moment and jump in the water and play in the water and just forget about the world. I think that kind of
Yeah.
childlike behavior, all of us should keep it alive, or, we might
Yes,
just
of course.
super
Yes.
serious.
Yes.
So I would like to ask you a couple of questions, Amrita, from your
Yes.
childhood to now. I see that you also had a art degree from India, and
Yes. I have done my graduation in applied arts from Abhinav College, like Abhinav Kala Mahavidyalaya in Pune. So they had a degree course, like diploma course, but same syllabus from JJ School of Arts. So I have done 5 years diploma, which is equivalent to degree. So in the applied arts, what I have learned actually is graphic, like advertising, and how to literally apply art in your advertising business.
yeah.
So yeah, I've done that. In school, I wanted to do something related to art once I grew up. So fine arts was another option, but I think being on the safer side, there are more opportunities as a graphic designer than artist to earn in later life, or the way you should settle down, in that part. So that's why I think I chose applied arts. But then I never knew that I will go back to fine arts and start to paint again after so many years. So yeah, yeah. So the education has helped me improving my painting skills, of course.
We have the same story. Is one student, Sagar from JJ School of Art, and he is also getting into fine artist now, being a designer. So I'm sure he can resonate as well. I would love to know the journey, that how being an artist now to having an online gallery feels like, and how is the business like in Dubai?
Oh, uh, okay. So I'll tell you a little bit before that. So when I came to Dubai in 2007, I was actually working as graphic designer and visualizer. So I worked here for around 6 years, 5 years, and then after I had my daughter, I was like, I had decided I will not work when she was young, because it was very difficult to put her in creation, or get a nanny at home. I really wanted to enjoy motherhood at that point. So I decided to work from home, because as a graphic designer, it's an always opportunity that you can work from home as a freelance designer. So when she was 2 years old, I started doing that. But then somehow I felt I was missing something. I wanted to paint, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And then I started to paint again, and it just it hit that chord in my heart that this is what I always wanted to do. Actually, I've done my education in applied arts, I've done graphic designing, but painting is what gives me more joy. And then again, being an artist and making money out of this is not very easy, because you need to make your mark, you need to be famous enough, or talented enough, and you need to showcase your art on many platforms to really earn from it.
Yeah.
So I thought, maybe if I can use art in our day-to-day life, and use it on home decor products, or just make it in home somewhere, that you can enjoy art, but you can really use art as well, not just be it on the wall. So with that, the whole concept of the A store came to my mind. So where the art can be used on your day-to-day life. So I started to think, where I can apply art. So then I started to think of different types of products which we can use in day-to-day life. So I came up with posters, bookmarks, and trays or candle stands. But the whole point was, I never wanted to go for mass production. I wanted to paint each and every art piece by myself, because that's what made me happy. So that's how I thought of creating the A store, and the whole journey of making art into day-to-day life, getting art into day-to-day life and use it came to
Yeah.
the reality. Yeah.
The functional aspects of art,
Yes. Yes.
what we thought would be a brilliant idea. Yeah, we help our students to think like that as well, because I mean we can call it craft, but it is
Yeah.
all, I mean I think fashion, architecture, art, all of it is just art. So however
Yeah.
you feel like expressing yourself as a creator, I think it is art. So what about Artisar? Do you want to tell us a little bit about that brand and that
Artisar is online art gallery in Dubai, owned by Lina Kevlani. So she is a very good friend of mine. She also started her business 4 years back. So when I was new in my business, and I was trying to participate in all these art markets or Diwali festivals, where I could sell my products, but somehow I was missing that. I always like to exhibit my paintings as well, and participating in markets don't give you that audience who appreciate paintings. They will go for buying products or gift ideas or something like that. So that's when I came to know about this artisan in our local network here. So I joined the art gallery, and now I have collaborated with them since 4 years, and it's been a really great journey. Nina is very supportive, and she's opening up many new doors for us as an artist. And there are such a big community on that online website, so it's a big opportunity to showcase our work. And through Artisar, I got the chance to showcase my work in World Art Dubai. It's a well-known art platform where artists from all over the world come and participate. There were so many artists from India as well, but I was very happy to be part of Artisar because it's just very positive Artisar family we have here. So yeah, that's see. What I can say is, as an artist, you should be able to try different paths and not stick to just one path. So being graphic designer is one aspect of being artist, where I get to do hand-drawn illustrations or computerized digital. I mean, proper graphic designing, logo creation, something like that. As an owner of the A store, I get to do my hand-painted gifting ideas and paint. And with Artisan, I get to showcase my paintings on a big platform. So yeah, you should keep exploring different paths, and I think each path has its own benefits.
definitely. And whatever your heart gets happy with, that path you should stick to.
Yes.
Some other season, go to some other path, because you will get bored of that path, and you can just shut
Yes. Yeah. Lately, I have realized that I haven't worked on my handicrafts or art products much. I have been painting too much. So now I'm again I've shifted my focus a little bit on my brand, where I can explore new ideas and explore new products or some creative products where I can paint on it, and then maybe something different to brighten up your homes.
Definitely. Yeah, that sounds good. So can you tell us, in this last 20 years of your journey and exhibiting with World Art Dubai, I don't think it was your first time. Was it your first time?
It was my first time. I'm going to be very honest here. See, being in Dubai is very, from outside, it looks like it's a very fancy, happy, and such a lovely lifestyle. But it comes with its cost. It's very expensive here.
Totally.
And I think in India also it is expensive. But again, to participate in any big art exhibition, it takes a lot of investment. And I think what I always wanted to do is, my husband is very supportive financially, emotionally. He's always been there. He's my strong pillar. I have friends here. But then again, financially, I wanted to be independent enough to participate in any big exhibition. So I waited, those many years to be financially that much independent from A store, and then invest that money into showcasing my art. So that's why it took a long time. It's not like my husband ever stopped me, but it's just that pride, or you want to be on your own.
Definitely. I know how it
So yeah. So that's why I participated for the first time in World Art Dubai. I always visited to see the exhibition and see other artists' work. It was always, a overwhelming experience to see so many artists come together. But luckily, I have my friends here. Not a lot of people have that, privilege to have close friends around you in outside India. Either you go abroad and make new friends, but touch wood, I have been lucky enough to have my friends from college here with me, who have always been my strong support, and they are, big part of my journey since the beginning of the A store, or since my college days, they've seen through me all my stages of life. So it's a big thing.
What was your three best learnings that you would like to share with this upcoming artist who are planning to come to World Art Dubai?
World at Dubai. Oh my goodness. Okay, so World at Dubai, what they promote themselves as where you can buy affordable art. So I think for my my first experience was I put a lot of heart into what paintings I plan to showcase there, which was with a lot of technique, and the prices were really high. But I think at World Art, maybe you can have a different type of paintings where you put in your heart. Of course, you put in your efforts, but then it has to be something very relative where people can easily like it.
Yeah.
They don't have to put in too much thought into it. Of course, there are people who really appreciate good art, but there are also people who visit Art Dubai just to buy art.
True.
So you need to make it that affordable art as well, where you can still show your talent.
Can
but
we
you
have
need
a price range like in dirhams for what should be the affordable price of artworks for upcoming?
I think people usually go for from 500 dirhams to 5,000 dirham. I think people easily spend, but when it goes higher than that, I think it's a bigger amount. So they need to put in a bit thought before buying, unless and until maybe it's a big hotel industry client, or where people buy big paintings and they spend. People from hotel industry or hospitality industry, I think they have bigger budgets, of course. But when it comes to family person, or where big families who have big villas, or so for them maybe this is the price range where they can easily spend. And maybe for bigger paintings or bigger pricing, they really have to like that art that much, so then they can spend a bigger amount. But so I think till 5,000, I think there is a good chance that you can easily sell your art. But again, pricing is just one thing. The more is what that person sees in the painting, and if he connects to that painting. That is more
Or
important.
you tell the story and connect with them as well, right?
Yes. What I had displayed in World Art were all my travel memories. So, of course, for me, it is like that, I need to paint what I have experienced, or I have some connection with it. I'm not an abstract artist. I cannot paint abstractly. I'm not very good at that. I will be honest. It's a struggle for me. That's something what I'm exploring right now. But it's giving me tough time because being, putting it in a realistic painting is a bit easier. That's what I feel. Maybe it will be different for other artists, but that's what easier for me. So technique, I don't go in very realistic, but I paint something which I have a connection with. I cannot randomly paint
How was
anything. I'm not like that.
How was your response? Did you sell something from there?
World at Dubai? No, not really. But then, of course, I met you. I made a lot of contacts. I met few other senior artists, or we had some good workshops there. I participated in hosting workshops with Artisan. So overall, a 4-day journey was very learning experience. So, and I think none of this always goes to waste. You learn something actually from every experience. You learn something.
Yeah.
Though you don't sell, there is always a learning experience behind every exhibition, every market. It's always learning process.
And you have courage to just be around all these big artists and all across the world, and you get an exposure to connect with a lot of different artists and opportunities, and you might just attract a buyer later, not in the 4 days.
Yes, of course. You get orders for customized paintings, or people take your business card. Sometimes people just take business card out of obligation. That's also there. But that's what you need. You get to learn through this exhibition that there are all types of people who just come there to spend time in good artistic environment, who really don't have any motive to buy any painting, but because they just like art, so they just come and they appreciate your art. But that also, it's a very positive experience, because though you don't say, you get that positive feedback that also motivates you to paint more, and I think that is important.
Yeah, that is important. So I tell all my students that only, that don't go with an intention to sell. Go with an intention
Yes, yes, of course. And no good art goes to waste. It always finds its way somewhere. So,
to find the scope for sure.
yeah, recently I sold a painting which was like 9 years old, which I painted when I just started painting again. So I never hoped that it will get sold, because it was like an old painting, but somebody liked it, somebody connected with it. So yeah, it never goes to waste. It always stays with you. You always have good memories with that painting. Sometimes bad memories. Like you have expressed your emotions in that painting.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should have positive faith that someday it will get sold. If not, that's also fine.
You are so positive, Amrita. Just looking at you only, I feel like you're so positive and full of life that the buyers will get attracted to your paintings anyway, because I see that positivity that radiates from you, and it will show in your art.
I hope so. I think I just like to talk very much.
Lovely.
Being honest, I was very, tensed about this interview, because this is first time I'm talking to somebody about my art. I've spoken in exhibitions a lot of time, but answering questions, or I'm okay to talk about my painting. But to share my journey, it's
Yeah.
a new experience for me.
It makes you feel much better. How do you feel now?
I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm able to share my journey with everyone. Because I think maybe it will give motivation to some people, and
You want
yeah.
to see, I will show you. How many of you would love to do this like Amrita next year in World Art Dubai? Me in the chat box, everyone. Me in the chat box if you are ready to do this amazing experience of your life. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Are you going to inspire?
No, I'm feeling very glad that I could inspire someone, because that was never my motive actually. It was to inspire myself to do something on my own, which I really liked, and to take up new challenges, because painting is hard. It's not easy. And I've seen my friends who have done fine arts, who have learned techniques, and they are doing so well, or even who has done applied arts, and they are also painting now. They are doing graphic designing, but they are also painting, and it's difficult. It's a big journey. It's always a continuous learning experience. So yeah, I am very happy if I can inspire someone. I
Lot
think,
of them.
yeah.
Okay, so about your Ace store, like a brand, what are your the best ways that you would like to tell us, that how do you balance the business, like how do you sell it online, offline, and what are your marketing, like marketing plans, if you can share with us, that how do you...
Okay. Okay, I will say, like, when I started the A store, here it is very necessity by law to have a trade license to start any business. So being a mom, or stay at home mom, that's how they call it nowadays. Stay at home mom, or just being freelance graphic designer. I didn't have that much funds to, or I didn't have that big plans to get a trade license and make a physical store here. I just wanted to start something which can grow bigger in the future. So I started this brand, and in the beginning I used to participate in small markets, or here we used to have Diwali festivals, where I used to get opportunity to showcase my products. Who used to visit for Diwali entertainment shows, or something like that. But slowly, gradually, I started to participate in other art markets here, uh, which gave me opportunity to experience different type of audiences, where people will buy 10 products at one time, or sometimes people will just come and say to me, oh, we can make this at home, all types of people I met. And then slowly I realized that, to make it more professional, maybe I need to get a trade license. I need to have my website. So a few years back, and here Dubai government has made it easy now to get a e-commerce license, for home businesses. So you don't need to have a big office, or you don't need to do big investments, but you can just have an online store and you can sell online. So a few years back, I got the trade license, e-commerce trade license, and for now, I just have my Instagram handle. But soon my website is under progress. Soon it will be ready, and I will have all my products and paintings listed on the website. So yeah, it has been a step-by-step process. It was never like a big online store in the first place. It was always a gradual journey what I had.
What tip would you give to all of them who wants to start the e-commerce and website just like you? How many products should be there, and what are you keeping in mind when you are designing those products?
Okay. When my whole purpose was, I wanted a big platform to showcase my art skills, So I never thought of very, very small products, but not, like bookmarks or trays, where I have a big, nice flat platform where I could showcase my products. Or recently, I came up with wearable art. I have jewelry. I have a small jewelry here.
Wow.
If you can see. So these are like small canvas pendants.
Okay.
But those are actually paintings, or or you see, this is a landscape, but it's on a actually pendant. So my whole point was, there are a lot of hand painted products you get, but not landscapes, or these kind of paintings are painted on those products. It's always floral, or it's a very typical design. Yeah, or you have goddesses, or I also have done that. I will not deny. I have done many Krishna pendants because that's what people like. So I have done that. So you also need to have products which people really like. That's also true. But at same point, you need to have your own creative perspective as well. That, to show people that, okay, this is something different and this can also look good. So when you have a brand, or if you want to start a brand, start with maybe 2 or 3 products and gradually grow number of products. But then each product has to have its unique idea. It just cannot be something what you easily get in the market. So you have to put in a lot of thought behind. Bookmarks or tray, those are not very creative products. As a product, it is not very creative. It's not new. But the way I paint on it is something new.
Different, yeah.
So you have to have some unique point to your product, and have at least 3 to 4 products to start with, not only one product. Yeah. So I had 4 to 5 products in the beginning, and you can start small. You don't have to go big in the beginning. You can have your journey of progress. You can gradually make the brand bigger.
Awesome. That's a beautiful insight for all of you here. I'm sure this is some ideas that all of you are getting. Rohit is also in that stage of life where he wants to do a website, and he makes amazing Madhubani art and beautiful products and variety art and stuff like that. He's left his job, full-time job in H&M, and started doing business.
Oh, nice.
From us.
Big step.
Yeah, big step. So it's very dedicated, one of our students here. And then I think Neha is also on the verge of making a website and doing macrame products. So yeah, I think the e-commerce part is very important. So do you like network and sell it offline? I would love for you to tell us that in Dubai, I know everything is network. So when you started initial first 3-6 months, how did you plan to sell those artworks or those products?
Yeah, first I started to, as I mentioned before, I went to this community events where they give chance to few artists to showcase their work. Or there were Diwali events usually going on when we came here. So there were like early morning musical programs where big artists from India used to be here and perform. And between the break of that program, at the interval, people used to come out for food and snack. Their organizers used to have these stalls. So that's where I started first. And it was not a very big thing. But for me, being a Maharashtrian, I was very happy, because Diwali is a big festival. So I was very positive about it. That, I'm getting chance to showcase at this auspicious day. So I think something good will come out of it. So yeah, I started with small markets. Then there are different markets like Arte, Ride, which are very famous in Dubai. So Arte is something, it's just handmade products people showcase there. It's not only art related, but something which is handcrafted. So there are candles or clothes or paintings, everything is there. So I started to participate in those markets as well. So in the beginning, it was more of participating more in all these different events, different markets. That what gave me the networking. And of course, through friends, I was working here. So I had few contacts from my profession. My husband also is in advertising. So he had few contacts. I have a friend circle here. So mouth publicity, that was one big thing which helped me. Yeah. Then through my daughter's school circle, mom's circle. So few friends I got from there. So yeah, through small channels, I started to do networking. And through these different events, when you participate in more events, you get to know more people who are already in the business. So you get contacts through them. So it's very important that you go out and showcase your work in any platform, be it small or big. You will get something positive out of it for sure. You need to have that open mind that
This
sometimes,
investment is an investment for life.
yeah, I haven't, in few markets, I didn't sell much, because you have to pay for these markets to participate. So I could barely make my ends meet that, how much I spend on the market fees. I haven't earned that much also. And as a human being, of course, it demoralized me sometimes. But then I had a family to support me. I had my husband, my friends here, who said it's fine. You have to keep trying. And I think in everybody's life there will be a point where you will feel like it's not working anymore. And that's the point where you really need to have faith in yourself and keep working and not give up. So yeah, in the beginning it's difficult to get into the network or get into the market, but you have to showcase and you have to seize every opportunity you get, and then slowly you will build a network where you can participate more.
Awesome. So I'll show everyone here. You have her Instagram. All of you go. Whoever is here has go follow A Store Dubai, because she's given us this valuable time. This is what us as a community should do it anyway. Go hit it. Go hit that follow button.
Thank you so much, Rashmi.
Okay, guys. So now we're gonna talk about her art that she has. Her three favorite artworks, and yeah, you can tell us more about this, Amrita.
Okay. I will say this is sustainable art or sustainability art. So I will talk a little bit more about sustainability art first, and then I will explain this painting. So sustainable art is something, the art you create with all the materials which are not harmful to the environment. And at the same time, you try to give some social message through it, that because climate change, global warming, those are the big topics nowadays which are part of every discussion, or it parts of school curriculum, and we need to create awareness about that. So sustainable art is one way to do that. As an artist, this can be my way of creating awareness. This painting is something which is sustainable art, but this has some different thought to it. Nature is always been my inspiration to paint. So this painting has a funny story. One day I was in the kitchen and I was cooking. I was chopping purple cabbage, carrot, and broccoli, and the all the three things on the chopping board made such a wonderful color combination. And it just hit me that what a, a painting with this color combination is something what I have never tried, because blue is my favorite color, and I always have to paint something with blue in it. That's how I am. So I thought, okay, this combination of purple cabbage, carrot is giving me inspiration to paint, and that's how I started to think. And this is how idea behind this painting came with the color scheme.
Lovely.
And in this one, what I have used is all the packaging material which we get on online shopping. So, or always tissues or carton boxes. If you see, I have used all the papers. I have crumbled it and made it into sea waves. And there are small carton pieces which I have used to make all those boats. And I just had this imaginary island, where there is like all these nice carnations or yellow flowers on the island in middle of the sea, out of nowhere, and people could come and pluck those flowers and take home. I had this imaginary
So
thought in my mind.
wow. I want to live in your world.
But yeah, so that's how this painting came to life in sustainable art. Yeah.
Lovely. And then we have two more artworks that
Yeah.
just
If you can share this sea wave of hope, I think I would like to talk about that.
yeah. Okay, this one. Yeah. I am also very obsessed with water, by the way. And I just keep on painting a lot of blue. When I was painting abstract, I had a whole series of something like this called Battlefield of the Ocean, and I was just playing with the ocean images. So there we think alike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
there was-
daughter gives me challenge, sometimes, Mom, you just have to paint one painting without having blue in it. And I am till now I have failed, I think, but let's hope maybe, someday I will get a painting without blues in it. So to talk about this painting, this is called A Wave of Hope. This one I created, we had one exhibition, sustainable art exhibition in Dubai International Financial Center here. So they have this DIFC art nights every year. So that year they had a theme of sustainable art. And the whole point was to give some message to the visiting crowd that, how nature is important and how we need to take care of it for our future generations.
Yeah.
So a thought came to my mind that, nowadays, it's where the era we are living in, it's all about fast fashion, A lot of people are talking about sustainable fashion now, but there is a generation who just, loves to buy trendy clothes as the season changes, or, there is always seasonal collection. And sometimes, we do impulsive shopping. When we were in pandemic, we did all this impulsive shopping, because we were doing nothing. We were just sitting at home and we were frustrated. So a lot of us did this impulsive shopping online. And then it came to my mind that, the resources are used in all these things to produce them. They're just going to waste. If I'm going to buy a cheap dress, which I'm just going to use 3-4 times and just, give it to charity or recycle. But still, the resources used in producing that fabric are all
Right.
wasted because I have not used it till its, full capacity. So that's what made me think. And I created this artwork using all the materials that came with our impulsive shopping. So I have used cartons, I have used old threads, silk threads from my old fabrics. I have used my old paintings. I have cut it into pieces, which were of no use to me. It was, messed up or, become dirty. So I use those paintings. I use shopping receipts. If you see my Insta page, I have close-up shots of these paintings where you can see the grocery stores shopping receipts into the wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can zoom in. Yeah, see, there are all these small receipts what I have used. or I have used actual sand on the beach, which I collected from the desert outside, or I have used tissue boxes.
Yes.
I have even used, peel of color. When I paint with acrylic, the paint dries up on the palette. So I have made a sun out of the field of color. So the whole idea of making this painting was using nothing new. So I found these two old handmade papers, which I joined together, and put all this art together on it with all these different materials. So this is all sustainable art, and the whole point was, if you see on the left hand side, the painting is all dull and grey, but on the right hand side, it's all green and blossoming. So if we keep throwing all the garbage in ocean, what we throw into the nature is going to come back to us one day.
Yeah.
So we have to be mindful with our shopping, with using our resources and throwing garbage in nature, because what goes to nature comes back to us.
To us. True.
Yeah. So, but there is still hope that if we control ourselves now, we can make a better future for our next generations, or we can get back nature back to the normal, how it changed into the pandemic when everybody was at home. I think nature had its best time, and it recovered at some point. So yeah, that was the whole point behind this wave of hope.
Yeah, and this is, I think, something in your background.
The sounds of the sea. This was again based on happy moments in your life. This is also sustainable art. So what I have used here is all packaging papers which we get in all these parcels. With all this online shopping, sometimes we just have ordered some small thing, but it gets wrapped into big wrapping papers, and it's of no use. I mean, it's not really necessary sometimes, but we just get it. So I had saved all these packaging papers. So the whole idea behind this painting was, when you are busy in your mundane life, or you are just, this is where you are busy in office, there is too much work pressure, or there are sometimes you have problems in your family, but you need to find that moment of happiness or calmness where you can give yourself a break and regain your stability or calmness to face the world again. So for beach, putting my legs into, putting my feet into the cold water and just listen to the sound of waves is the most calming thing for me. So that was the idea behind this painting.
Lovely. I love that. I can feel that. And I'm sure all of you can also feel that, what she's talking about, yeah? When you're inside that water, it just feels, I'm just coming out of water and I'm like, so sad.
Yeah.
It all takes you to meditation, takes away all your pain, it takes away all that chaos in your head, and then just leaves you empty and fresh. So
and sometimes if you can't even go to the beach, it's fine. You just have to close your eyes and imagine that you are in that happy place. Be and calm yourself. So yeah, that's the whole thought we are creating.
True. Okay, guys, so you are posting your Instagrams. That's not going to work, the new students here. You're going to see me tomorrow, Monday, for the day's workshop, and that's where you can, share all your Instagrams. Here, there is no fun. By the way, the idea of following on Instagram with each other is like that we stay connected. So go and follow her at the A store. And if you have some questions for her, I can just raise your digital hands, and you can. We can take 2 more questions. Okay, lot of hands. Try to take 2 minutes each, guys. Rohit.
Yeah. Hi, Amrita. Hi, everyone. I'm Rohit here. And lots of things I have seen that the sustainable art is the best example I've seen in your art, and that really amazed me, really amazing. So I'm the one who have just retired, just got away from my job life and devoted myself to art career. So it was challengeable for me, but yeah, somehow I just, with the help of Rashmi ma'am, I'm here. I'm at this stage where I'm very confident about my niche, and I'm starting with the handicrafts already. So
Okay.
I'm going to just create my e-commerce platform through website and all. So initially when you started these things like painting on craft items, so did that, how much means revenue or any sales did you just had when you just created these items? So how was that